Hey, John Hope Bryant. So just opened up our 199th Hope Inside location here in New Orleans. We've announced our 200th Hope Inside. We're moving credit scores 54 points in 6 months, 120 points in 24 months. Nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. Go to the Hope Financial Wellness Index, search that, or go to the operational website, type in your zip code, and I'll tell you about your life. What if I told you that we've been working way too hard on a lot of the problems we're trying to solve in our neighborhoods? We've been dealing with the symptoms. That's right, crime and all these things. And we're trying to deal with this with more policing and more prosecution and longer criminal sentences and this, that, and the other thing. We're just chasing our tail. What if I told you that the root cause is where we got to get to? And while racism is something that we have been trying to stamp out forever and is a very real problem, please hear me, that is not the primary issue, because you have the largest population of poverty in this country are poor whites. And clearly, if racism was the only issue or the primary issue, then rich whites would lift up poor whites. This is the part of the lie that a certain leader from Florida, formerly in the White House, tells poor whites that he is for them. He is not. He's not doing a thing for them, hasn't done a thing for them. He's never even been to their house, has never walked in their boots. A whole other conversation for another day. But if race was the only issue, that you would not have poor whites. And you would not have certain black groups that do better than other black groups. Caribbean blacks, African, as in the continental African blacks, do better on average than average African Americans as it relates to aspiration. And there are no Ghanaian African ghettos in America. There are no Nigerian African ghettos in America, Jamaican African ghettos in America. There are African American ghettos in America. So race can't be the only issue. That's because slavery listed here for 300 years, 270 years to be specific. Jim Crow another 100 years. 2/3 of America's existence was slavery. So it's messed up with our mindset. It messed up with our head. I keep saying that all poverty beyond the poverty of sustenance, which is a roof over your head, roof over your head, food on the table, and health care. All other poverties are mindset. They mess with our mindset. What Malcolm X said, we've been bamboozled, we've been tricked, we've been fooled. So our mind's wrong. I keep saying at Operation Hope, there's a difference between being broke and being poor. Being broke is economic. Being poor is a disabling frame of mind, a depressed condition of your spirit. You must vow never, ever, ever to be poor again. So let me get to the crux of this. What if I told you that there is a way that 80% of the time, that's right, 80% of the time, carving out racism and some other things I cannot control for, healthcare issues I cannot control for, etc. But 80% of the time, I've got something that could solve the problems in your neighborhood, on your block, in your house, in your family, for you. That's right, 80% of the time, this will work. I know this is going to sound crazy. Please listen to me. Move your credit score from 580 to 680. It'll change your life, because it's not about the credit score. Moving your credit score is about the trending indicators below the credit score. When you pop your credit score 100 points, you also pop your self-esteem. You pop your belief in the system. You reduce your cost of borrowing. You make yourself qualified for a job, because half of employers will check your credit before they will hire you, certainly for sensitive jobs. That if you have a 600 credit score, you're not getting a decent car loan. You have a 620 credit score, you're not getting a prime affordable mortgage. You're getting a Homeboy Shopping Network mortgage that will literally drive you into bankruptcy, because it's going to be high interest rate and bad terms. If you don't have a 700 credit score, you cannot get a small business loan, because small business loans are considered risky credit. So I don't care whether you're white, black, red, brown, or yellow, the bank wants to make sure you can return their green. You've got to be able to have a solid credit score in order to be able to get low-cost capital, access to opportunity at scale, but it also facilitates high self-esteem, high confidence, belief in your system, yourself, wellness. Everything changes, and when you do that, you look at 700 credit score neighborhoods. 700 credit score neighborhoods don't riot. They go shopping. You've never seen a riot in a 700 credit score neighborhood of any race. But what you see in a 500 credit score neighborhood, a 550 credit score neighborhood, is a check casher next to a payday loan lender, next to a rent-to-own store, next to a title lender, next to a liquor store, next to a pawn shop, next to a title lending shop, next to a, you get it. And a church down the street trying to make you feel a little better once a week. That's like your make-believe psychologist going in hoop and holler once a week, and so you don't go cray-cray. All of our problems, lack of single-parent households, high school education, not college. You don't have Starbucks. You don't have anything for a coffee shop. You don't have grocery stores. You don't have infrastructure. Conversely, as your credit score increases, the neighborhood stabilizes. The crime goes down. All the murder, the mayhem, the single-parent households, the low-paying job, the lack of higher education, all those things decrease, and all the good things increase as your credit score goes up. So moving the credit score in a neighborhood 100 points will stabilize most neighborhoods. You heard it here from me, John Hope Bryant. Go check the Hope Financial Wellness Index. Type in your credit score. It'll say everything you need to know about your life. And here's what I can tell you. If you hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. You want to not be poor, do the exact opposite of what poor people do. John Hope Bryant, go see a Hope Financial coach near you. We're in 46 states and growing. Thanks to First Horizon Bank for the Hope Inside we opened here today. We're on the move. Let's go. John Hope Bryant.